Hey guys, Exotic Dan here. Welcome back to another video. So today I am going to be going over a topic and a question that some people tend to believe and some people ask. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. So before I hop into, basically the question that some people ask and the thing that some people tend to believe is this: do vaccines cause autism? So basically, before I hop into this video, I don't have a degree in the medical field, and I'm sure that some people who are watching this video don't have a degree in the medical field. There may be somebody watching this video who does have a degree in the in the medical field, but for what I know right now, but like I said before, I don't have a degree in the medical field. So basically, I have done some research and I've also watched some videos about this, and I have seen a video from Autism Family talking about this very same topic. If you guys want to see Autism Family's video about this, I will link their video in the description below if you guys really want to see that video. So without further ado, I'm just going to jump right into this video. So before I begin, I'm not really going to show too much videos. I don't really know how to describe it, but I'm not really gonna show too much videos including the medical field, because I do know that there are some people who are very sensitive to those types of photos, and I also know that there are some people who are very sensitive to those types of videos. So to avoid any sort of those issues, I am not going to show any of those videos. So instead, I am going to record my voice talking about this issue, so that way, without any of those videos and any of those photos being included in the videos, I'm basically going to have my voice being played over a couple of my videos while explaining this topic. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. So like I said before, I have done some research, and I've also looked up a couple of YouTube videos about this very same topic. And what I can say is that there has been some misconception with a lot of this, and there has been reasons on why people are against vaccines, and there's also people who support vaccines. I am not saying that there are people, and I'm not saying that people should stick with one side and not stick with the other. I am not saying that, because it's people's lives and they can decide how to live their lives, and they can decide how they want to live their lives, because it is not my right to say what people want to do in their lives. They can decide what they want to do, and they can decide what not to do. It's their lives and their families, and they can decide what they want to do with their family and with their kids. And they can decide what is right and what is wrong. They can decide what is the right path, and they can also decide what is not the right path, which is also known as the wrong path. They can decide what choices they can make for their family and their kids, and they can also decide what choices not to make for their kids and family. And that's one thing that people tend to notice when they get older and when they're done high school and maybe even college, university, or a post-secondary institution. There has been some debates over this topic, and I feel like that I need to talk about this, because I know that there has been some misconception about both sides, and I feel like that if I talk about some of these misconceptions, I feel like that I can basically explain these in a much more clearer field and a much more clearer picture, and hopefully get the word out there, and basically just try my best to explain everything as clearly as I possibly can. Because I know when people graduate from high school, or even college, university, or a post-secondary institution, whatever it may be, whatever choices that kid decides to make when they finish high school and either decide to not go to a post-secondary institution or even decide to go to a college, university, or post-secondary institution, when that milestone comes, they can basically decide what choices what they want to make. I am not saying that the choices that some of these people make are the right decision, and I'm also not saying that the people who do make these decisions are also making the wrong decisions. It's your life, and you can decide what decisions you want to make in your life. There is no wrong answer, and there's also no correct answer to how to live your life. There is always a way on how things work. So let's talk about both sides for a little bit. We'll start off with the negatives first, because I do know that there are actually some people who actually are against vaccines, and I do want to make a couple things clear here. Again, I am not here to basically change your opinion on a couple of things. I am just here to talk about a couple things, and I'm not here to change your mind about anything that you believe in and what you don't believe in. I can guarantee that I can guarantee that some of the stuff I can say I guarantee that some of the stuff I say in my videos cannot change your mind on some of the stuff that you believe in, but I do know that I can explain a couple things to you guys on stuff that you believe in and stuff that you don't believe in. So let's hop into the negative side of people being against vaccines. So I do see where people are coming in from both sides of the story, but I can definitely see why some people may be against vaccines. Some people believe that vaccines cause autism, which we cannot really 100% guarantee. We cannot guarantee that it's a proven fact, because there has not been a confirmed answer for that yet. And I'm sure as we go on through the years and the decades and the centuries and the millennials, I'm sure that this video will get outdated and we may get more information about this topic. But as of right now, as the time of making this video, in 2021, there has been no 100% confirmed answer about this question or this topic, and we can only gather as much information as we can from very trusted and reliable sources such as health websites, and also health social media pages, and also health YouTube channels, and a whole bunch of other stuff relating to health. And we can also trust people who have had experience in the medical field as well. So why do I think people may be against vaccines? Well, I just explained one reason earlier on, with basically people believing that vaccines cause autism, which we cannot 100% confirm yet again. Another reason why people may be against vaccines are some of the toxins that are in the vaccine. So basically, some people may be against vaccines because they don't know what type of toxins are in the vaccines. And while most of the time that is true, we don't know what the toxins can be exactly. A lot of us actually don't even know what the toxins are in the vaccines, and we don't always know what the side effects will be after the first vaccination if you decide to give your child one. And we can always confirm that, and we can never confirm anything with vaccines depending on it on first glance, especially if it's a new type of vaccine that us or the child has never had before. If it's one that they've never had before, we can never 100% confirm if it's bad or not. And most of the time, when kids have their vaccines and when people have their vaccines, it's always it's not always a bad thing because there has been times where these toxins are actually good. There has not been too many. There has never been there hasn't been that many situations where where negative side effects have actually popped up. There's never been those types of situations. There's never been those situations where negative stuff has popped up. Not saying that there has ever been negative situations like that, which we'll get to in a little bit. Most of the time, there has been positive situations with this. But what about the negative situations? Well, let's get into that. So, the reason why some people may be against the toxins in them is because of some of the side effects that may come after it, which some people see happening. Some people might get seizures from the doses in the vaccine. People may get severe allergic reactions or just normal allergic reactions from the vaccine. They may be allergic to what's inside the vaccine. There's been multiple reasons on why people are against vaccines. Another reason why people may be against vaccines is probably because of the pain that they cause. Now, while I do agree that the aftermath of what the vaccine does to the human body, like the stinging to the arm, I can guarantee that it's not a nice feeling, and it's also not a very pleasant feeling to have, but I can guarantee that the pain doesn't last forever, and it's not the end of the world if that pain is with you. That's not how it works. There has been upon multiple resources claiming that the stuff in the vaccines don't cause anything bad to the human body. So basically, there has been situations where negative stuff has happened, but most of the time it has been good. Like I said earlier, there may have been situations where people have had seizures from what's in the vaccines, and there may also be people who are allergic to the stuff in the vaccines, either having severe allergic reactions to the stuff in the vaccine or just having normal allergic reactions to the stuff that's in the vaccines. And we can never confirm what's in it if we've never heard of what's been inside of if we never heard what the medicine is specifically in a vaccine. If it's one that we never heard of, we can never 100% confirm if it's like a safe or a dangerous thing. We can never 100% confirm everything on Earth. We are not born to know everything. We are stuck behind some stuff. There are some stuff in this world that are locked behind a wall that we may just never get the answers to, or may just take several years to actually know how to do. There's never any sort of issues where we talk, there's never really been too much negative situations involving stuff with the vaccines. We can never really 100% confirm our answers and our suspicions with a lot of our questions and a lot of our thoughts about them. We can never 100% confirm what the answers will be. All we can do right now is basically wait, and maybe one day we may get an answer to our questions and our thoughts about vaccines. But as of right now, in 2021, we don't have a confirmed answer on some of our questions and some of our thoughts about vaccines. And we may get the answer one day, or we may never get the answer. All we can do right now is just wait and see what it's basically going. All we can do right now is basically just wait and basically see if we'll ever get an answer. But we are basically talking about a couple things about this topic, and I feel like that If people want to believe something that they want to believe in, they can believe in that stuff, but like I said before, you are not in control of what somebody wants to do in their life with their family and with their kids, and they also don't have a right to tell you what to do in your life with your kids and with your kids and your family. Nobody has the right to tell anybody what to do in their lives and what decisions what to make. It's your life, and you can decide what decisions you want to make. And you can decide what decisions you want to make with your family and your kids. You can decide what choices you want to make. There is no incorrect, and there is also no correct answer in how to basically make. There is no incorrect answer, and there's also no correct answer on how to live your life. The only way that you can live your life is on the decisions and the choices you decide to make. But what about the positive sides? What about the people who are basically supporting vaccines? Well, let me say this. People do say that vaccines are good because they cure diseases, and they can also prevent diseases from happening. While that is true, that vaccines can cause all of that stuff to happen, there has been some diseases that do turn into I guess you could say, an epidemic, which is basically a returning disease. So it's basically something like the flu. That is one thing that we can talk about, because the flu is an epidemic disease. It comes around once every year, and there has been multiple confirmations that that diseases like the flu does come around that the flu does come around once a year. And we do see stuff like this all the time, especially in places that have pharmacies and also doctor offices and hospitals and also health centers as well. And some of these places that have pharmacies even have posters even promoting everything about basically promoting that it's flu season whenever the flu epidemic starts every single year. There has been multiple confirmations that vaccines actually do sometimes cure these. There has been multiple confirmations where vaccines can basically cure these diseases from ever happening, and there's also been confirmations where vaccines can basically prevent these diseases from happening. There has been vaccines for upon multiple diseases, with some of these diseases being chickenpox, measles, and like I said earlier, the flu. And there's also been vaccines on other multiple diseases that I probably haven't even touched foot on. There's probably even vaccines on diseases that I probably don't even know about. While there are some diseases that can't be cured, like cancer, we cannot really confirm that we cannot really say that there will ever be a cure for cancer, because there may be a cure for cancer one day, but as we know right now, there isn't a cure for cancer. There is, but that's for another video. What I'm trying to say is that there are diseases out in the world, and how you decide to treat them is your decision. You can decide what choices and decisions you want to make for the people in your family, and you can also decide what choices you want to make, and you can also decide what choices and decisions you don't want to make for your family and children. But let's get to my answer. Do vaccines cause autism? Well, through a couple of research, doing a couple of research and looking at a couple of YouTube videos, there is a answer that is I don't know. Like I said earlier, there's been no confirmation basically saying that vaccines do cause autism. there is no 100% confirmed answer on that question, and we may never get and who knows. We may get an answer for that question one day, but we may never get an answer. But we may never get an answer about it. We don't know what the answer will be, and like I said earlier, time will continue to pass by, and as the years continue to grow, and as the years continue to go on, through years, through dozens, through decades, through centuries, and through millennials, I am sure that this video will get outdated, as there will always be more and more answers to our questions and thoughts and theories and myths about vaccines as the years continue to go on. But as of right now, as of recording this video in 2021, we cannot confirm 100% if this is basically a confirmed answer or not, because like I said before, there is no 100% confirmed answer if vaccines cause autism, and there is also no 100% confirmed answer if vaccines cause other stuff, if vaccines cause other disabilities or disorders like dyslexia, Tourette's, and Down syndrome, and other disabilities like that. There is no 100% confirmed answer on any of those questions. We cannot confirm if vaccines are the cause of any other disorders and disabilities. We cannot confirm our answers on any of those because we know that there is no 100% confirmed answer on that, because I know that people will tend to believe stuff that they believe in, and there is no way that we can stop them from what they believing in, but I'm sure that people will have their own opinions, and their opinions may be the same for the rest of their lives, and there may also be some people who may change their minds in the future. I'm not saying that people will ever change their minds, and I'm not saying that anybody is making the wrong decision, and I'm also not saying that people are making the right decision, because like I said before, there is no correct and there's also no incorrect answer for any choices and decisions in life. There is no correct and there's also no wrong answer for everything. All we can do right now is basically stick with what we believe in and what we don't believe in, because it's our lives and we can decide what we believe in and we can decide what not to believe in. But what I'm trying to say is that if you need some more info on some stuff, I would highly suggest. But if you guys really think that you guys really need more info on a subject that you guys really need to know more information about, I would highly suggest doing some research and watching some YouTube videos about them if you can, because you can't really jump straight to conclusions, because jumping straight to conclusions is basically not something that you should be doing. People can't jump straight to the conclusion and basically say that's their answer. The best thing to do whenever you need to learn about something is doing research and watching YouTube videos about them, because that is the best thing that we can do about multiple things. But anyways, I think this is where I'm going to end off today's video. If you guys happen to enjoy this video or found this video helpful, I would highly suggest hitting that like button, and also don't forget to subscribe to this channel because I do videos every single day, and also don't forget to ring the notification bell because I do so that way you never miss a single video that I upload. And also don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell on my second channel. My second channel will be the third link in the description below. And if you guys would like to send me fan art, you guys can send me fan art on my Instagram. My Instagram will be the second link in the description below. And if you guys would like to join my Roblox fan group, my Roblox fan group will be the first link in the description below. And also, if you guys would like to follow me on Twitter, you guys you guys, and if you guys would like to follow me on Twitter, my Twitter will be the fourth link in the description below. And if you guys would like to follow me on Reddit, my Reddit will be the fifth link in the description below. And if you guys would like to follow me on TikTok, my TikTok will be the sixth link in the description below. And if you guys, and also, and until then, I will. And also, don't forget that the comment section is there if you guys have any. If you guys want to leave any comments about this topic that I was just talking about, you guys can leave your comments or your questions in. And you guys can leave your comments, your thoughts, and your questions that you may have about this video in the description below. And until then, I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.